Hello everyone and welcome back. And Aquarius, this is your reading for the summer of 2025. I just want to pull up my notes. I should have had them pulled up beforehand. But as always, right? There's a lot happening for everyone. So welcome back. Aquarius, this is your sun, moon, rising, and your Venus. So I'm going to go over my notes because, I don't want to miss anything for our Aquarians, and you also have a full moon coming up, right? So let's get into this. So Aquarius, this summer 2025, it's going to bring about some really big changes in productivity, with emphasis on your health, your personal health, your health routines, the things that you do to keep your body, mind, and your soul healthy and well as your personal care routines. Some of that may be changing up. I have a belief that there is many ways for personal care. It can be physical, going to the gym or taking, of course, I'm going to say a yoga class. It can be part of the mental or spiritual aspect, going into meditation. It can be seeking help from a therapist. It could be relaxing at the beach, walking in nature. But whatever it is, you're going to be concentrating on yourself, on your personal well-care, on caring for yourself and how well that you do that and what needs to change. Now you have the full moon on August 9th, and this is the full moon in Aquarius. So this will start to bring about some clarity, especially with matters of the heart, your relationships, and relationships of all kinds, but probably relationships closer to you, more your inner circle, and not necessarily your casual relationships. And again, Pluto's influence is also going to bring about positive changes in and aspects of love. So I kind of get the feeling, but we'll go through your cards, that there's some emotional healing that's going to be happening for Mercury will be going retrograde. I think it's July 17th or 15th through August 10th for the summer. So it's a big span of time. And your full moon on August 9th is the day before the retrograde phase ends. So you're going to be in the retrograde during your full moon. So just don't be surprised, Aquarius. A lot of things make their way to the surface, and we tend to get a little cautious about that. And I do, and I would be too. But listen, there's also the ability or possibility that really good, true relationships or people that have your best interest at heart are going to start rising to the surface. Maybe there are people you didn't think of that are really your core people, and they're going to make themselves known to you throughout the summer. So just pay attention around your full moon. Shifts and changes about your relationships, about the people who are true to you, and about how you care for yourself. So I just wanted to kind of pull you up front. So let's pull our cards. We're going to start off with your lunar card, the Moonology. Let's see what lunar cycle is guiding our Aquarian friends through this summer, especially. This is maybe the summer of love and healing for you. For a lot of people, it's been around career. And there could be some career elements coming up for you, but I'm feeling, again, we'll see what the tarot holds, that this is about relationships, love, and your relationship with yourself. I also feel like there's new emerging relationships for you, Aquarius. So it's always exciting to see new emergence, right? Especially in the summer. The summer highlights the things that we need to take a look at, that we've been putting on the back burner. So things that we haven't been paying attention to. So your moon card, Aquarius, last quarter moon in Aries, work through your feelings. And we just talked about emotions and feelings. So when the cards come up and they validate what I'm talking about, that's a good place for you to start. That means it's going to have a bigger influence on you. So let's read this. Work through your feelings. And just look at the vibrancy of the colors here. Someone has had their feelings hurt. Maybe it's you. Deal with this upset, especially, but not only, if it's on the home front. Whatever's going on right now will go better if you take steps to make sure that no one is feeling like they've been emotionally run over. If you feel like your feelings have been trampled on, it's time to work through them and clear them. You can move towards your goals. Then you can move towards your goals. It's hard to manifest when hurting feelings are in the way. Relationships, especially with family and or people you live with, are extra charged right now. If someone is riding over your feelings, don't sulk. When someone upsets you, it's easy to wear your hurt like a badge of honor, but that merely perpetuates the situation. So, crystals for you to use. Tiger's Eye, Shungite, I don't know what that is, Shungite, Bloodstone, Chrysanthemum. Okay, I did not know there was a crystal. Or Flame Agate, Flame, Flame, Agate, Agate. So choose one to hold it while you meditate. Visualize a beautiful red light swirling around you. So red light is your root chakra. Alternatively, keep your crystal close by as you work through your situation. Or make a crystal grid. So you can look into how to make a crystal grid. When it comes to crystals, personally, I complicate everything in life, but when it comes to crystals, I keep it simple. I just keep it really simple. I don't like to overload. Maybe it's because we're going to pull your goddess, gods, and guardian card next. And I only have one or two in my bedroom. They keep me from sleeping at night, but I have too many. I tried a crystal grid under my bed and under my mattress, and it just threw me completely off. So but you work with what you need. I keep them simple. Only a couple different crystals, and not a whole lot. I just keep it really simple. But Aquarius, you need to do and use what you need to use, right? You are the alchemist. You are in the tarot and the major arcana. You are the star card. You shift and change things. You can create things from absolutely nothing. So you do what you need. But if crystals are calling you, yeah, I would look into that. Do the study of crystals and what energy is calling you. Avalon Priestess, Intuitive Awakening. Oh my goodness, look at that. And the colors are somewhat similar with the same pinks and darker hues. Look at that, the Avalon Priestess. And she has not come out, I don't think, in our reading for our summer. Let me find her. Avalon, where are you? It says meditate, wait, and listen. Sacred intentions. And we have, today is the 23rd, so this should be going out today. But we have the new moon on the 25th in 2 more days on Wednesday. In Cancer, so that's about setting your new intention. And Cancer is all about the home, the heart, the family, our emotions, our relationships. Tuesday, we have the Jupiter Cazimi, right? So that's a really lucky day. So you might want to put all that into play. The ethereal touch of the Avalon Priestess comes as a reminder that you're an inherently intuitive being. She whispers soul memories of your inner psychic gifts. Meditation, retreat, and sacred silence are needed to activate your third eye chakra and open up the channels between yourself and spirit. So third eye, generally, third eye and crown chakra is the amethyst. Again, you do what works for you. If you're called for a different crystal, clear quartz is perfectly fine, right? Your life may be changing to accommodate the intense process of the awakening dormant priestess skills. This applies no matter your gender identification. If you frequently draw this card, it means your soul carries experience of priestess abilities. You're ready to see the world beyond the veil once again. So there's many worlds beyond this physical space of what we call Earth and humanity. I tend to travel between to the other side of the veil to other places, and it's a really exciting place to go. The unlocking of your intuitive energy has a great impact on your life because it's a soul rebirth. An enormous recalibration of your energy system is at work. Your third eye has been blocked or damaged for eons, so be patient with the healing process. I'm going to see if I can find this book. I'm probably not going to find it. There is a book I have, and I will put it in the notes if I can't find it. Anyway, there's a book that you might want to read, Aquarius, and I will find it and put it in the comments. If your question is about how to proceed with the situation, this card asks you to pause, reflect, and listen to your inner voice. Don't take action yet, as there's more truth and information that needs to be. So meditate every day. Take a retreat from the world. So again, right? To work through our feelings, sometimes we kind of have to step away from everything. Visit the sacred sites of Avalon. I did my personal reading today, and Lemurian came up for me. So that's something I'm studying. So it's really interesting that we are both being called to study a different world. Train or work as a professional intuitive. What you're sensing intuitively is about this issue. What you're sensing intuitively about this issue is accurate. I safely activate my intuitive gifts. I see sacred truths. So some of your feelings, although these are coming up in the astrology as interpersonal relationships, working through your feelings, if you're starting to get an intuition starting and it's something new to you, that could be something that you need to work through, right? So we're going to pull your tarot and see what this holds for our Aquarius. This is a very interesting reading so far, Aquarius. And I love how this deeper intuitive awakening is calling to you. And there's a book written by Fenton. I met her in New York City a couple years ago. And it's about Pineal Gland, which is the seat of the soul, which is your sixth chakra, which sits just below the crown of the head, just below the soft spot, and from the center of the forehead straight back a couple of inches. That's where your soul sits, and that's where your intuition lies. And it talks about if you're trying to awaken that, or if you're feeling that it's blocked, things to do to help with that. So I will put that information, that book, in the comments. And there's things to do, there's exercises to do in order to help facilitate that. But let's see what the tarot holds. And I'm sure she would not mind if I recommend her book. She's such a sweet person. So let me see what the tarot holds for our Aquarians as you start to activate this in this intuition, you start to clear the channels that are in the way and work through your feelings. And so part of that personal care I talked about at the beginning of your reading for your astrology, it could very well be cleansing your auric space to allow your gifts to come forward and to start to manifest and grow to wherever it is that they're growing. Very interesting, Aquarius. I'm loving, but I'm always loving the readings, but I love this for you. So let's see. If anything is popping out for you, your cards are going a little slow today, Aquarius. I might have to just go ahead and do them myself. Yeah, look at this. There we go. Three of Swords, High Priestess, the Star, the Moon, Page of Swords, Strength. So Three of Swords. So let's go into this, because right after the Three of Swords is the High Priestess, which you have the High Priestess and the Avalon Priestess. So right away, like, you're going straight to the top. It's like there's nothing holding you back. You're going straight there. Let's see what else comes out. You have the Star, which comes after the Tower in the tarot. So after some upset or some awareness. The Star could come after the Tower. I know it looks daunting. I'm just going to go ahead and cut the deck. But it can very well be that you're gaining clarity after, like, you have like a light bulb moment or a bout of intuition, and then you go, oh, wait a minute, now I can do this. Your card on Knight of Cups. So the most romantic knight in the deck, trying to woo you, right? Let's see. So we have, Judgment, Knight of Swords, Eight of Pentacles. Okay, so here you go. Three of Swords, High Priestess, and the Star. You have a High Priestess, the Star, the Moon. You have the Moon all together. So healing relationships. And again, I'm getting the feeling that this is your relationship more aligned with yourself. So maybe some of you have been struggling with this. Do I really believe in this intuition? What are these messages or these thoughts that are coming to me? Is this something I should really be trusting, or should I just kind of toss them out to the side? But you're smart, Aquarius. You're the alchemist. You may think that you're kind of creating this yourself, when actually it's being created for you, and you're receiving like the download. Again, you pulled two Priestess cards. This doesn't happen in a traditional reading. You pulled two Priestess cards. So this is information being downloaded to you. I mean, this Three of Swords can traditionally is like the broken heart card. But I just kind of wonder if this is some form of confusion. You are an air sign. And you're very bright and you're very brilliant. But sometimes a lot of thoughts come up and they could be confusing. So I wonder if that's not what this is. Because you have the High Priestess. This is your downloads. You have the Star. This card has been coming up a lot. And again, I pulled this card for myself personally as well, for my personal reading. This, again, divine download, divine download. This is more the higher chakras, and this is saying, trust. I'm taking this, putting this energy into you. It's right, leading it right into your hands, which are at your heart. Trust the downloads that you're receiving. The Moon, Cancer. This is not the time to be at the surface of your feelings or even of the world. This is time to look at the other veils, right? What card random talked about, seeing other worlds. Oh, the Avalon Priestess. Going to the world of Avalon, going beyond the veil of this world. I need to write these things down because there's a lot of videos I could be doing about this. There are many veils, many layers, not just the galaxies and the worlds that we know of. All of those ancient cities, like the Isle of Atlantis, just because that no longer exists in this physical realm, because it has sunken down, does not mean it still does not, energetically does not exist. You're being called to explore some of these ancient places. You'll probably start to discover where your soul had its first incarnation in human form. Because we all start off as a star. And not everybody believes in that. But when you come from the place that I come from, and when I go back and forth, we see the first inception and it goes into a star. And when you see this, what we call, I guess, meteor showers here or shooting stars, that soul is done its first inception. Then it goes to whatever the next inception is. Humanity is not a quick inception. We go through different phases of different areas of life and nature in different galaxies. So you're being, Aquarius, asked to explore a world that some people that don't believe ever existed. They think it's a fantasy world. But here's the thing. Now, and Kathy Heller says this all the time. I've taken several coaching programs from her. The truth of everything lies not in what you can see and hear here. The truth of you and the universe lies in the depths, what lies underneath, what you can't see, but you only know from this space here. In this space, where we feel our heart space and our soul and our intuition, lies where you can't see it. You can't see it in your car, or even in the tree, or in the birds. It's something much greater. We are from a place, oh my goodness, much greater and bigger than this physical world, much greater and bigger than the DNA of our parents and from our ancestry. It is way beyond that. And you're being asked, Aquarius, to take that dive. Oh. Page of Swords. Curiosity about learning new things. Pages are our messengers, but they are curious creatures. They're the little ones that they thrive on curiosity. You're getting curious. And I said about the light bulb moments, right? I talked about the light bulb moments. And then here we go. Light bulbs are carrying you away. Getting curious about learning new things. And if you can see, like, this person is walking and their feet are barely on the ground. They're crossing this little ravine here on a tiny little branch. And they trust that they're not going to fall because they're guided by something much bigger. Strength, judgment, Knight of Swords. Yeah. So it takes going into that inner strength to learn something new or to discover the treasure within, right? When the deep sea divers go diving, they don't find treasure or even buried treasure. It's not at the top of the ocean or at the top of the sea. It's not up in all the noise. It's buried within. Your strength is buried within, and you're finding that it's starting to make its way to a place where you can feel it and be comfortable in it. You're setting yourself free. Like 2 really deep water cards, going into the depths, and then emerging completely new and renewed. Renewed in a sense of, not like, oh, you're retired and now you're no longer tired, but renewed as in your sense of purpose in this world. This is huge, Aquarius. That fuels you with excitement, right? The Knight of Swords. Once they get a thought and their idea, like they're running. Take your time. Don't let the thoughts carry you away. Or don't get carried away with your thoughts, because as we know, your thoughts are not always right. Right? They say don't believe everything you think. Don't let your thoughts carry you away. Alchemize. Be patient. Everything is going to unfold for you as you need it to. This is big. This is big. Okay, so let's pull some more cards. Let's use another deck and pull some more cards for you guys, for your Aquarians, because this is a highly spiritual reading for you guys. So let's see what else. And I'm using now the Wandering Star Tarot. I didn't use this for the other readings, but I used this in my personal reading. And I know I missed the Sagittarius. There's a reason for that. That's intentional. I will get to Sagittarius, so don't worry about it. So let's see. What else does Aquarius need to know about this summer? What other revelations is the summer holding for Aquarian friends? This is really beautiful, Aquarius. This is Knight of Swords, right? Or King of Swords. This is your king, right? Getting very grounded. So the need to have to ground yourself, because some of this is going to sound so illogical. You're going to want to return to your logical self, not to the thoughts that carry you away and mislead you, but balancing between your logic and your intuition. And I'll show you the card in a second. I just want to see if anything else is going to pop out. And I want to make sure that whatever messages are here will come out. But this is probably why your cards were going a little slow, because there's a lot here for you. And of course, we have the Knight of Cups, right? So, yeah, taking your time to lean into this new heart-centered space, right? When you're dealing with new emotions and new feelings, maybe not new emotions, that's not a good word, but when you're dealing with new feelings and you're learning about something, be tender with that. Like, take your time. You don't have to rush into that. You can treat it as like a romanticized situation, okay? Nothing else is coming out. King of Swords, and then you have the Chariot. You get to decide. The Chariot, you get to decide the pace that this evolves for you, or that this unfolds for you, Aquarius. You get to decide if you want to charge in. Where did he go? Like the Knight of Swords. I don't think you're going to. I think you're going to make sure you're grounded and balanced, which is why the King of Swords is coming up. This is tuning in, because Swords is you, right? Your thoughts. You're all about the logical process. And with this new type of feeling and intuition comes in, the watery aspect, it can make you feel a little unbalanced. So you're not going to move forward until you feel like you have stable ground on both sides. And the King of Swords is going to help you do that. But you're also really curious, again, about this. And I don't know that this really, I say no, I don't know that this is really anything new for you, Aquarius. I think the fact, or I'm feeling, I'm going to put your Ascended Masters card next. I feel that the fact that you are giving it a voice is new for you. I don't think the information and the concept is new. I think the fact that you're allowing it to guide you and you're giving it a voice in your life is new. If that makes sense. Aquarius, you're going to have to let me know if you feel called to do so. This is a great reading. So, Ascended Masters, let's see what Master Guide is taking you through the summer. Energy healing, Merlin. Okay, and again, like all of this, the Avalon Priestess, energy healing, the High Priestess, this is all, right? Even like the Eight of Pentacles, all of this is all like divine energy. Allowing, so let's go see what Merlin has, because this is probably about magic and mysticism. This could even be about the chakra systems, and the card is purple. Purple amethyst. So that might be a crystal that you find you want to work with. That might help you along the way. And if nothing else, if you don't believe in crystals and, oh, this crystal means this, and it's just something tactile to hold on to help you to feel grounded and secure as you allow this aspect of yourself to emerge. So let's not overthink it like the night. Let's not overanalyze it. Let's just take it for what it is. Something tactile to help you feel grounded. Especially if this is new for you, Aquarius. Energy healing. Okay, so this situation involves energy healing. You have healing abilities that you can direct through your hands, thoughts, and heart. Send loving energy to elevate and heal the situation. You can clear energy in a home, office, or vehicle. Your experiences with energy healing may be so powerful that you decide to conduct healings as a profession. Take on an energy healing course such as Reiki, Qigong, pranic healing, or healing touch. Your life purpose involves conducting healing energy. Clear your space or home or office through feng shui, burning sage, or other energy healing methods. And crystals are also a method of healing energy. Again, crystal grids. You can place just general crystals around. Like if you're writing out intentions or something you want to create or manifest. This is a big one, but it doesn't have to be. Just put a clear quartz crystal on the page that you write down your intentions on. It will just kind of infuse it with a little clarity and a little energy. Let me see. Avoid situations, places, or relationships with harsh energy. Everything is healing and will be okay. So, Aquarius, that's your reading. Wow. I feel like I just went through another portal myself with your reading. So, questions. If you have questions, let me know. If there's anything that you want to learn about, let me know. Because I keep saying, like, I have to talk about this, I have to make a video about that, and then it just runs out of my head because my energy, my scattery Sagittarius mind is always on to the next thing. But if you want to learn more about any of this stuff, especially when you're crossing through veils, if you can put a circle of white light around you and your soul, because your soul will go to the next level. You'll still be alive, but it will go to the next, it will cross through a veil, and that can feel a little tight as you cross through. But it's also very exciting. It's not the same as an astral projection. They're slightly different. But if you want to know about that or how that works, let me know. But Aquarius, you have a really exciting summer. It's a lot of expansiveness. So take your time. Move when you feel that you're balanced to do so. Lean into your natural talents of logic, right? And forethought. But allow yourself to be led by your soul. Okay? Aquarius, that is your reading for this summer. Enjoy. Have a fabulous summer. And until next time, I send you light and love.